Gadiel. Today is Thursday, August 20th of 2020. Today we are going to read story number 2. Our guiding question is, what jobs in healthcare do you think match your interests? Today we're going to do a do now, vocational question of the day. And as always, remember, camera on, mic on mute, and ready to learn. Let's begin. For our do now, vocational question of the day, question is, do you like working by yourself or with a group? I like to work by myself, but I also don't mind working with other people. It makes things faster. So today, Gadiel, we will be reading story number 2, An Accident to Look at Job Interest. So let's begin. After a car accident, a young woman discovers some hospital jobs match up to her interests. Nurse Anna walked into the room. She hung the IV bag on a hook. Then she said, "Just a little poke." She used a bandage to hold the tube on Emily's arm. Emily opened her eyes and said, "I hurt all over. What happened?" Nurse Anna answered, "You were in a car accident. A truck ran a stop sign and hit your car. You broke your leg. Let's clean you up a little." She wiped blood and dirt off Emily's arms. "Broke my leg?" Emily moved the blanket. "When did I get that cast? And why do I have bandages on my other leg?" "Dr. Shelley put the cast on and bandaged your cuts. You were not awake," Nurse Anna explained. Emily said, "It must be interesting to have a job where you explain what happened to confused people." Nurse Anna smiled. A lab tech came into the room. Nurse Anna said, "Emily, this is William. It is his job to take blood samples. You don't have to worry. He's really good at it." Nurse Anna left the room. William set his tray on the table by the bed. He said, "Hi, Emily. This won't hurt much, and I will be quick." In about 1 minute, it was over. "That was fast," Emily said. "I guess Nurse Anna was right. You are good at it." "I practice a lot," William said. Nurse Anna came back. "That wasn't so bad, was it?" "No," Emily said. "It was fast and hardly hurt at all. When I get a job, I'm going to work hard to be really good at it, just like William." A young man came in and put a tray of food on the table. "Hello there. I hope you're hungry. Enjoy," he said as he left the room. "I am hungry," Emily said as she lifted the lid on the plate. "That looks good." Then she asked, "Is his whole job to deliver food around the hospital?" Nurse Anna said, "He both delivers food and takes trays back to the kitchen when patients are done with them." Emily said, "I think a nice thing about his job is that he gets to exercise all day long." A girl came in the room with a bouquet of flowers. She said, "Hello, I've got a flower delivery for you. Would you like them over here?" Emily said, "Sure, thanks." Emily said to Nurse Anna, "There sure are a lot of people coming in and out of my room." Nurse Anna said, "Every worker has an important role to make the hospital run smoothly. We all work together and each do our part." "So the girl who brought the flowers in," Emily asked, "does she work for the hospital?" Nurse Anna said, "Yes, she does. The flower company delivers to the front desk. We deliver from the front desk to the rooms." "So there's another job where you get to move around all day," Emily said. "And besides that, I think it would be fun to be a person who brings cheer to a sick person's room." Emily's doctor walked into the room. Dr. Shelley said, "Glad to see you awake, Emily. How are you feeling?" Emily said, "I hurt, but I want to go home. Can I?" Dr. Shelley said, "You can go home soon. At home, you will need to keep your broken leg up as much as possible. You will need a home health aide for a while. Where do I find a home health aide? Emily asked. Another person walked into the room. Nurse Anna answered, This is Tanya. She's a nurse aide, and she will help you with setting up the home health aide. After Tanya explained all the details, Emily said, Thanks. You've made it all so clear and easy. I like explaining things to people too. I might like a job like yours. Tanya said, It's a good job. I get to help a lot of people. When Emily got home, the home health worker came a few times during her first week. Her name was Cindy, and she was very careful with Emily's injuries. Emily asked her, Do you spend the whole day going to different patients' homes? Cindy said, Yes, it's sort of like my car is my office. Emily said, That's kind of neat. You can listen to music between houses. It's a job with lots of freedom. Cindy smiled. You're right. It's a great job. 2 months later, Emily's broken leg was almost healed, and she was ready to get her cast off. Afterward, Tanya came into her room. She said, Hi, Emily. I'm glad to see your leg is healed. Now you need a couple of weeks of physical therapy. Emily smiled and said, I bet you're the person who sets that up. You're right, Tanya said, and I've gotten so busy that I am looking for an assistant. Really, Emily said with interest. I think I'll apply. My accident has opened my eyes to some new interests in healthcare. Awesome job, Gabriel. We are done with our story number 2. See you next class.